Hey peeps, and welcome to my very late entry to fall into autumn. This is the coffee themed one that I wasn't able to do last week. This week, you guys will see the ladies do Autumn Farm. I'm actually going to skip that week because that theme rather because I'm just not going to be able to do it, but I will be able to do the gratitude one, which is going to be our last one. Because the coffee one and the gratitude one was kits that I had already had in mind, so it was kind of easier for me to put those together. So anyway, let's get started. So the digital kit that I use is from LJB Instaprints. I am on her design team, and so funny. I had a whole other plan for my coffee themed journal until I saw she created this kit, and I was like, "Oh, I need that! I need that kit! I need it for my journal." So these are some of the extra ephemera that I printed on some parchment paper, which is what I used in here. This is going to be actually for my personal journal. So I printed extra for that. So I know the cover doesn't scream coffee, but I really love this fabric. I've made a journal or two, I think, out of this fabric before. I got it from my fabric store, and then this beautiful doily I got in Happy Mail, I believe. And then this is a wooden, faux wooded, I don't even know if it's wood, from Michael's a while ago. And I love these big wooden buttons. And I just threaded it with some embroidery floss that pretty much matches the fabric. And I did glue it on. I didn't sew it because it was kind of an afterthought. But I did stitch the doily down the middle, and then I just hand stitched a few of the little spots here and there, and I also used Fabri-Tac to make sure it was nice and secure. I stitched around the whole journal, and underneath is some felt. It is chunky. Here's the back. It is super stuffed. I use my pinkin shears that I just got from Joann's not too long ago around the edges. Um, I kept this kind of long because I didn't want to cut it. So it's up to you if you want to cut it or not. Yeah, and I left all those strings. Some sari silk I tied around it, and I clipped on some charms. This one says coffee, and then this one is just a cup and saucer. So it will be available in my Etsy shop once you see this video. So it is, like I said, it's soft covered. I said that right. Okay, so here's the inside. So what I did here was I have these, excuse my squeaking cart here. I got a squeaking cart, squeaking chair. I'm actually gonna, I have one of these in the goodie bag as well. So I have these that I got in Happy Mail. They were already coffee dyed, so I didn't even have to coffee dye them. So I backed it on some craft cardstock to make a pocket, and I just stitched on some lace. And this is the top piece because it was a little too long. So I just put some leftover paper scraps underneath it and just put it up there. So yeah, so that's what that is right there. That's the back. So you'll have an extra one in your goodie bag to journal on. And then this is the ephemera from the kit. All the ephemera has been stitched on some leftover paper from the collection, so you can add photos on the back if you want. Okay, and the papers that I used, oh my goodness. It's a kit from paper pad from last year from Michael's that I don't remember. So here's a guest check that I altered just with a doily, and I used my Tim Holtz die cut to make this little coffee cup. And it is a little tuck spot, so I just tucked this little tag here behind it. And then this I had in my stash. I don't know who gave that to me, but yeah, I had that in my stash. This little ad for some Chase and Sanborn coffee. And I just stapled a little piece of fabric. I love this kit. It is so pretty. It is just perfect to me. So lots of space for journaling. Here is a page from my, I have this whole book of vintage like recipes and magazine. It's really, really vintage. So I put it in page protectors so it did not crumble. And I just stitched it because I had to trim it so it would fit. And I just stitched on some lace just to make it a little bit more decorative. And then this is an ephemera piece from the kit that I stitched. And you can use this as a tuck spot or, you know, glue it down, make a pocket. I just left that for you to decide what you want to do with it. And then this I got from my crafty friend Carolyn, I believe. And it's just a note card with some coffee and cookies. And it has recipe on the back for these cookies, I believe. So I thought that was cute to add in there. And then just some vintage notebook paper. My Tim Holtz, I did some Tim Holtz stamping and some other coffee themed stamping in here as well. I'm in love with this kit, and I definitely will be using it again. If I have known, I would have used this kit in my personal journal, but that's okay because I can use it for my next personal journal. This is a magazine page from the Cottage Garden. I just love the little coffee setup that they had here, so I just added it in here, and I thought the colors was really pretty. This is a sticker from, if you guys know anything about me, you know I'm obsessed with PRT stickers. I will link her Etsy shop, and she also has a website where she sells her stickers. So I have a few of her stickers, and I shared some of the ones that have, like, I say coffee, they could be drinking anything, but I shared some of these because they have little, you know, in here, so you can add them in here or use them someplace else. Little vintage bag. And a doily that I coffee dyed. And then just a lace little tip in with some braid trim up here. And then here is the other pages. This is my onion skin paper. And then this is from, oops, I skipped a page, sorry. This is from the Ideals magazine. I did stamp this little stamp here. This is a ephemera from her kit, and it is just a page that says journal, so you can do some extra journaling on there. And then a coffee paper clip. Where did I have that? Up here. And of course some coffee dyed paper, which I need to coffee dye this weekend. And then this is just a page I had in one of my recipe books, I believe. This is coffee beverages, 6 essentials for a good cup of coffee. And on the other side it has tea. So if you're a coffee and a tea drinker, that's perfect. I love this page with all the different words on it. Linda, you did such a great job with this kit. I really love it. Really, really do. So this was a total accident. It was supposed to be a belly band, but you know, I hadn't had my second cup of coffee, and I was stitching and didn't realize that I had stitched I had stitched this side, and I'm like, oh man, it was supposed to be a belly band. And so it was too late. So I just turned it into a very long pocket. I stitched on the coffee that I fussy cut out, and I just put this tag and stamped this. She's actually called Cocoa Girl, I think, but you know, you can use her as coffee. So you can put a little hidden journaling in that little pocket there. And I just added some leftover fabric right on the tag. And here it is. This one says coffee with a friend is like capturing happiness in a cup. So true. And then here's one of the envelopes that I stitched, and I just added a stamp and a little sticker. It says we're the perfect blend, and then this is also a stamp here. So the envelope is plain, so you can decorate it. You know, it just has like this little, I don't know if you can see, she kind of digitally kind of made it like some lace. So this is, I have these little these little recipes. They're from, remember Kathy, the comic strip? That's what this is from. And it's a said coffee break tort. Tort? Is that how you say it? I don't know. But I thought that would be cute to put in there. And then this, I love this. This is also from the kit. And it is just perfect to do some journaling on. And so I just, you can journal on the inside, journal on the outside. So I loved it. I thought about cutting it, but I decided to leave it whole. And then here's the next page. And then this is some eco dye paper that I got in Happy Mail or Flow Journal, one or the other, I don't remember. And then this I stitched on the ephemera on this leftover piece of pattern paper and just added some leftover coffee dye paper in there. And I got that from ALIA, so thank you ALIA, who is also in this collaboration. And I stitched again the ephemera. And just a little clip with some trim on it, fibers rather. And then here's one of her large tags that I just stitched on. And then another coffee cup that I made using my Tim Holtz Freshly Brewed die, I believe it's called. And there will be another one in the goodie bag. There's the other part of the Ideals magazine. And then here's her little note pages. I printed it twice because I think there's 2 on 1 page. So you have lots of journaling, and I just used a brad. You can journal. This is a time card that I stitched. I fussy cut this little, you get this little cup that I fussy cut out. It's a strip from just some scraps and a doily. And then here's the other bag. Oh, in here I put some, I got these in Happy Mail too. I'm not a Starbucks girl, but you might be. So I just added those in there for you to use. And then this is also from the kit. I just cut it and stitched it. And it can be a tuck spot. The other side of the Cottage Journal magazine. Another Tim Holtz stamp. You can actually take this little sticker out, which is why I put it in here if you wanted to. Oh, it is kind of big though. Never mind. I thought it was smaller. I don't think I have a, if I have a smaller one, I will put it in there. I don't think I have a small one. I have to look. And then this is just a postcard I just thought you could use for journaling, and a little ticket that I got in a Flow Journal swap. And then here's the other side of that magazine page. I love that they're putting Scrabble and having coffee and pie. And then this is the envelope that I stitched, and inside I had a little sticker right there. This is from the kit. I shrunk it down and just made this little book that you could use for some extra journaling. So cute. Life happens, coffee helps. So true. And then in here is just one of her large tags. And then these are just some little coffee note pages that I got in, I think I got one of them in Happy Mail, and I think one I bought myself. So you can use that for some extra journaling. It doesn't quite fit the color scheme, but I just thought, you know, you can use it in here or use it someplace else. Coffee is a language in itself. So very true. And then there's the back. So that is it. That is my coffee journal. Super chunky. Like I said, it will be listed in my Etsy shop. Usually by the time you see this video, I still have to take photos of it, but I'm going to try to get it listed today. So thank you so much for all your support. I so appreciate it. I'm not sure if I'm going to post this video on Monday or Tuesday. I'll probably just post it Monday if I have the time. But either way, please watch the other ladies. The theme this week is Autumn Farm. And next week I will be back with back on track with the gratitude for our last installment. So thank you so much. I'm going to link everyone who is participating in this collaboration that I'm hosting with Dani from Junk Journals and More. I know I probably did not say that. Yeah, I'm a little out of practice. I don't know. I'm a little tired. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, have a great one. Bye.